So the biggest company in the world said they weren't going to meet their revenue guidance. But is anyone surprised? No. No one's surprised. Coronavirus is going on in China. The factories are closed. We'd be surprised if they did meet their, revenue guidance. The thing is, they're not meeting their revenue guidance. The biggest company in the world, very strong company. If they're not meeting it, who else is not going to meet it? Intel, big chip maker, probably not going to meet it. Huge company. Nike, they might run into some supply issues as well. So we could see a couple other companies not be able to meet supply. Now, we've kind of been expecting that. That's factored in the market. That's why Apple today, they started, the morning pre-market, they were down around 5-6%, opened the market down around 2-3%, finished like 1.7% down. So not that big, kind of surprising. I definitely would have expected something closer to down 5%, which is where they started. But a lot of people want to buy the dip. A lot of people want to be buying, is what it is. Nothing surprising here. Obviously they aren't going to make their numbers. The concern is, how long are they not going to be able to make their numbers for? How long are the factories going to be closed? How long are people not going to be buying Apple products? How long are the shelves going to remain empty? If you go to Apple stores right now, you'll literally find empty shelves. That's directly tied to the fact that there are no products coming out of China. That's a concern. So what do we do from here? Well, it's not really a buying market. There's no reason to be buying right now. There's just simply too much uncertainty. We should just wait for news. Some people seem to be buying the dip, and that's what's keeping stocks like Apple propped up. But here's the thing. Numbers just came out, and the numbers are getting better. 1,600 additional cases, 130 deaths. The deaths are seemingly still rising, but the cases aren't. The cases seem to be declining a little bit. But we were here a week ago, the numbers were starting to plateau. And then all of a sudden we get a jump, and they decide to change how they're counting the numbers. So let's see if that's their method. Their method could be, we kind of get it to go like that, flatline, jump, up, flatline, jump. It's state-run media, so you don't really know. Anyways, the issue is not that Apple... I don't know, something with Siri just went on my phone. The issue is not that Apple wasn't able to meet the revenue guidance. We were expecting them not to meet the revenue guidance. The factories aren't open. China's offline. Nobody's buying Apple products in China. That's about 20% of their revenue. The concern is, if this is going to continue, then it becomes range that's not factored into the market right now. And here's the thing with China. So China, 20% is a solid chunk. They're supposed to be experiencing a lot of growth as well in China. Now, a lot of these people aren't working, so they've still got expenses that they have to pay, all that stuff. They've got expenses and they're not getting revenue. So nobody's going to be upgrading to an iPhone right off the bat. Somebody who might have bought an iPhone in January or February is now going to have to cover all those missed expenses and then buy the iPhone. So same thing with the Mac, all the Apple products. So that's going to push back a lot of revenue, and that I don't think is being factored in too much. I think people are just kind of turning a blind eye to coronavirus, which is fine if it's going to start going away now, which kind of looks like it's starting to go away. So if it stays on that path, we could be back in the good. No more fear of a virus shutting down the biggest country in the world. So let's just play it day by day. I would wait until we get some more solid news to buy. I think this is a time to just hold, position yourself well. Not really a reason to buy right now. It's not a big dip at all, like barely down in everything. So it's just a lot of risk and a lot of unknown and a lot of potential downside. So let's see if some of that downside gets realized, and if it does, then that's an opportunity to buy. But you're seeing a lot of people continuing to buy seemingly safe haven assets. That's why Virgin Galactic is up so much. It's a stock that we expect to be around more than the next couple of years and to withstand any sort of coronavirus issues. So it's up 20% today. It was up 20% on Friday. So it's getting pretty expensive right now. There's a lot of competitors, obviously SpaceX, Globalstar, Intel, not Intel, the chip company. There's an Intel satellite company as well. So, let's keep our eyes peeled. see what happens with coronavirus as it develops. You know, a lot of stuff is kind of factored in. Nothing's really surprising at the moment. The concern is if it remains prolonged and what's going to happen after Apple. Who's going to be the next company to not meet the revenue guidance? And yeah, peace.